What did that look like in the beginning when DK was handing it off to you? Because it's obviously a lot different to what you're doing now. Like, you're doing a lot more bells and whistles. You're managing people. You've got a lot more experience in Facebook. You've also picked up AdWords. So it's evolved, but what was the start like?
Yeah, so to start, actually, it was so long ago. It was yeah, 10 years ago. And Facebook marketing was still really, really new.
Mm,
Not very many people were doing it, especially in education. Like, no one was doing Facebook marketing. I think we were the first people in the space. So
mhm.
back then, it was actually really easy.
Yeah.
Because there was no one on there. There was no competition. It was so easy and so cheap to get
Yep.
sales. It was like crazy. So I think in that way, it was actually really easy to learn as well because you didn't have to be fantastic at it at the start to get results. Obviously,
Hmm.
my skills grew along the way, and then more people started to come into the market and started seeing what we were doing, and we're like, oh, we're going to do that too. And then it started to get harder, and we had to evolve in
Mm.
line with that. But yeah, I think early days, I think it was still when Vet Fee was around, when they were still doing like heaps of fee-free placements and stuff before the government cracked down on the regulations. I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, when it was. And yeah, it was great. I think we only had a couple of clients, 2 or 3 clients, and we were only really heavily advertising maybe 2 or 3 courses to each of
Mhm.
them on Facebook. And I think I pretty much took over and then was 100% doing the Facebook marketing for at least, like probably the first 4, 4 or 5 years of the
I
company.
remember that. And
I was doing the Facebook marketing. Yeah.
anything that came in was all from you. Like, you were the one person doing all of that marketing at one time. And I do remember that other instance where, remember, I came to Harvey Bay, and the first bit of Facebook knowledge that I ever got in the ads manager was from you. Remember, we had to like sit down on the couch and you had to take me through like audience building, creatives, then like the campaign structure. Do you remember that?
Actually don't remember that, but yeah, it doesn't surprise me because yeah,
Yeah.
I was like a one-man band for ages. We didn't hire our first assistant, which was Mel, I think from
Mm,
memory. We didn't hire her until we were at least, 4 or 5 years in, I think.
mm.
So I was doing all the marketing stuff myself for the first,
That's wild
like,
to think.
4 or 5 years.
And audiences too, like, just one thing I do know that's different in your job today that's actually made things a lot harder was, I remember you had a really, really specific way of how you would go and build audiences, and
Mm.
you were able to like identify different markets through what was available. But as over time, Facebook's also drawn those back in. So what's it like today versus then?
It's drastically different. So back, I call it like the good old days. Back in the good old days, you could be super niche with audiences. Like, if you
Mm,
knew the market really, really well, you could literally dial down into individual website names, blog names, Facebook groups, Facebook pages about specific topics. Like, you
mhm,
could literally target pretty much anything as long as it had, I think, more than 50,000 likes or page likes or stuff. And you could literally target anything. And I remember, like, we used to have heaps of niche audiences. Like, say for example, like, we'd have a business course and we'd be able to break that down into at least like 10 to 20 different niche audiences. Whereas now Facebook's basically done the complete opposite, and they've basically gotten rid of any type of niche targeting. You can't do niche targeting at all anymore. They only really give you very broad overall like interests, like, e.g., like cats, dogs, horses,
sure.
fish. Like, you can't dial down into like stay at home fish aquarium keepers anymore. Like,
Yeah.
you have to go like broad, which has made it more challenging in that instance, but it's also made people have to pay more attention to their creatives and their copy and stuff because yeah, you can't, if you don't have, if you don't know who you're targeting, why you're targeting, what problem they have, and how you're going to solve their problem, you're going to struggle because you've got to stand out in the noise because now everyone is targeting fraud.